was not spontaneous decision. Already during my school time, I was interested in physics, mathematics, and computer sciences. Probably the important role in this passion are played by my parents, because my father is a physicist and my mother is a software engineer, both graduated at Tomsk State University. And at the end of the school time, I was still pending between physics and computer sciences. And once I visited the public lecture by Associated Professor Vladimir Mikhailovich Primitnin from the Tomsk State University. And his presentation about the elementary particles and plasma physics was so excited that I had no doubts anymore and applied my documents to the physics faculty. So after that, during the study, I have done my first independent research and got also opportunities for some research stays in other institutions. And in this way, the science became a major part of my life. Doing the research gives you the opportunity to be a part of the process of knowledge acquisition and creation. And this process is very fascinating and astonishing. It makes sense to be a part of it. Research work is a very dynamic process. You're always moving from some existing knowledge to something which is partially or completely unknown. And the scientist has also a full academic freedom. Of course, the tasks and the goals and the purposes of scientific work must be clearly defined, but you still have a choice for the research methods and the approaches. And you are responsible for the conduction of research work, for the results which you acquire, and for the implementation. It makes the scientific work so attractive. First of all, the scientist has to be curious and has to have a strong wish to discover something new. Then, of course, the scientist needs structured thinking and reliability, because other colleagues would like to use his results. And also some communication skills are important in order to present and discuss his results, and also as well as you have to be open for the criticism. The truth is sprout in discussions. So I think from my point of view, those are the most important. The modern scientists have unique technical possibilities in form of access to different devices and approaches, and also to the computational power. Also, the easy access to a huge scientific knowledge database and the possibilities of fast exchange of information has to be mentioned. And this makes work of scientists much easier. If we add a little bit of talent to this, then all the requirements for the success are present. I would say the science is a passion, because the research work determines your daily routine and absorbs all of your resources. You have to love such a lifestyle, and you have to be ready for some privations. Large scientific conferences and congresses is a rather new phenomenon which has certain advantages and disadvantages. Sure is that in times of pandemic flu, the remote communication is the right choice for the prolongation of the exchange of scientific idea and discussions. However, the virtual conference cannot replace in a full format the live communications, because the conference is also a possibility for a short time to escape from your work-a-day life and to join a tight community of like-minded people. Actually, the communication between scientists, it's not during the oral presentation, but rather during the breaks between the sessions, during the poster sessions, or even after the end of the working day. And the virtual conference gives no possibilities for such a tight exchange of idea. Of course, there are some special features of the virtual conferences which could be useful for the future. For example, the access to the presentation files during the conference for the participants is quite useful if you like to get more insights in the work of other colleagues. Scientists have nowadays quite a solid technical basis for the solution of daily tasks. But the interpretation of the results requires a fundamental knowledge, the study of which, of course, requires a lot of efforts and time. This is really hard work, but do not fear of it. Remember that those efforts help you to become a real good scientific expert.